naturalist here at the Helen Schuler Nature Center, located in the Lethbridge River Valley. It's great to have you join me as I walk the nature trails of Lethbridge. We're going to be heading out onto Nature Quest Trail. This is a trail you can come on your own as well. There's 3 different loops. The small loop takes about 5 to 10 minutes to walk, and then you arrive right back at the Nature Center. The middle loop, a bit longer, and that's the loop we'll be going today. And if you have a bit more time, you can loop all the way out to the river and then come back to the Nature Center. In the Lethbridge River Valley, you will find a combination of meadows interspersed with shrubs and small pockets of trees or even larger stands of trees. And if we look right here, there's actually a fallen tree, and as the trees fall, you'll see that there's even more meadow formed. Let's go closer. I can see there's lots of holes in this tree. I expect a woodpecker's been pecking out beetles for lunch here. And you can see this tree must have been here a while. It's starting to decompose. Some of that tree is still standing. Look at that rough bark. Oh, and look at those branches, jagged tendrils silhouetted against the sky. Now the cottonwoods in our valley make up most of the trees that you'll find down here. Most of the cottonwoods right around this area are about 100 years old, which is actually nearing the end of their lifespan. You might have realized or noticed that the trees in this valley have very individualized shapes. Some of the trees even look like mystical creatures. This one here has been called the dragon's head. Here are some more trees that create arches over the trail. In the summer it is beautiful to walk beneath these arbors of green shade. But with the first frost they become even more fantastic with the golden yellow leaves of fall. These uniquely shaped trees face not only the stress of winters that drop down below -40 degrees Celsius, but they also withstand great winds over 100 kilometers an hour. Man, sometimes it's kind of eerie to walk through these forests when the wind is blowing and the trees are swaying and creaking. But the greatest threat for these trees are the hot, dry summers. So if we look at this old tree, you can actually see the base of it is starting to rot out in the center, so it's hollowed out. And if we go a little closer, we're not the only one who's found the hollowed out tree. If you look closely, right there at the bottom, that's a lot of porcupine scat. Now when you look closer at the porcupine scat, and the parts that are breaking down, you can actually see it looks like sawdust. And the sawdust is evidence that the porcupine has been eating a lot of bark. Let's have a peek inside the tree. And you'll notice this porcupine has probably been hiding here often because he's left a lot of evidence behind. The unique shapes of cottonwood trees show evidence of the hardships in their past. I wonder what stories they could tell. Perhaps this one would tell the story of the day that the woodpecker moved in. What a perfect circle. Nice little woodpecker nest there. I wonder how many babies hatched. I often think of the shapes of cottonwood trees looking reminiscent of the trees in a small child's drawing. When you're out in the summer and it's been hot for a while, look up into the green canopies of the trees and see if you notice any early yellowing leaves. Perhaps those leaves are no longer receiving the water they need to survive, and the tree is preparing to drop a branch. We're almost back at the Helen Schuler Nature Center. I'll leave you with the intriguing ability that these cottonwood trees have to deal with the stresses of the Lethbridge River Valley. And please join me next week as we walk another trail here in Lethbridge.